Hey everyone, how's it going? Total Level here with another obscurely underrated games volume. So yeah, it's been a while, I know, as I was originally playing this each week, like once a week and all that, but I wanted to do other videos on my channel and kind of it's a bit hard to do like a bunch of videos all each week, right? So for now I want to keep one video per week on Wednesdays and everything. So yeah, I think I'll do this obscurely underrated game series probably once a month or once every 2 months, something like that. Get some variety on my channel and talk about other things I want to talk about, right? And also, I don't want to burn through like every game because, yeah, at some point I'm going to run out and everything like that. But yeah, for today's volume, I want to talk about PlayStation 5 JRPGs that were released this year in 2024 that I feel like have been kind of under the radar. Now, disclaimer for this series, you know, I do my best to kind of pick games that I have played and beat once, but, you know, for 3 of the 5 games here I still haven't beat, but I want to include them, especially with, like, how a lot of people have praised these games, and you know, I played a good chunk of these too. They are phenomenal, just haven't beat them quite yet and everything like that. And these games aren't exactly like super obscure. There is one that I'm not sure everyone knows about, but there's a lot of great ones here that, yeah, I think want to talk about, especially with the Christmas season upon us, you know, almost December now, so yeah, I thought this would be good for people to maybe check out these games, these JRPGs of 2024, if they haven't checked them out yet. So let's begin with that, and we'll start with, you know, maybe my favorite game of this year. I kind of go back between this one and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but it's Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. So you might be wondering, like, why is this on the list? People know about Like a Dragon, Yakuza games and everything like that, but I feel like this one has kind of just gone over people's heads a lot. Like, a lot of people don't really talk about this game too much, and for me it's kind of a shame because it is such a fun game. Yes, it's annoying that they put a paywall behind New Game Plus. That should not be a thing in any game, right? But regardless of that, it's just such a love letter of, you know, Ichiban and Kiryu and this whole gang together, right? And, you know, kind of going back and forth between, like, Hawaii and Japan, right? It's just really, really cool. I really dig this game so much. The main games are phenomenal in this, and, like, you don't have to do them, but Yakuza games do such a great job of, like, the sub-stories. They're so funny, so entertaining that it's one of the few JRPG series where I like pretty much, you know, all the side quests, you know, except for a few games here or there, but they usually do such a fun job with them. And yeah, you have so many games that are basically their own games alone, like they can take like 5 to 10 hours to beat, right? It's just ridiculous what they put into this game, you know, and really love it. And so yeah, if you haven't checked this out yet and you love this whole Like a Dragon series and everything, check out Infinite Wealth, because yeah, I just feel like it's very underappreciated. Next up, we have a game that I thought was a good game and all that, but I didn't love it, mainly because of the epilogue they put in, because there's an epilogue after you beat the main game that is just a grind fest of like 30 plus hours or something ridiculous like that just to get certain ending. And it's too bad because the core game, you know, as short as it was a lot of fun to play, and I know a lot of people love this too. But yeah, it's Granblue Fantasy Relink. So yeah, really great action RPG, phenomenal boss battles, and just fun areas to explore. Now, it's not the perfect game because, like I said, the epilogue, but it also sets its story kind of like Monster Hunter a bit, where you're kind of going to hub areas before you kind of accept a quest and you go to a different area and everything like that. Like, you have your main story, then you have like these bonus ones you can do, and yeah, epilogue unfortunately is just all the bonus stuff of repeating the same bosses over and over, and yeah, just that's the one thing that I hated about it, because there's so many great characters, so fun, pretty much all of them are really fun to use and experiment with, right? So it's such a great action RPG that's just bogged down way too much from that epilogue, right? But it is kind of set up to be more of a multiplayer experience rather than kind of this solo experience, right? But still, it's a really fun game, and I know a lot of people love it, so want to include it in this list for this week of, obscurely underrated games. So we move into the 3 games I haven't beat yet, but I have played quite a bit, and I know a lot of people love the next 2 I'm going to talk about anyways and everything, so we'll start, and it's Unicorn Overlord. Like, this is another Vanillaware title that's, kind of this real-time strategy type of RPG, right? And, bits I played and all that is really remarkable. There's a lot of difficulty options, so you can just experience the story, or you can give yourself a bit of a challenge, right? And just Vanillaware has just beautiful art style, like Vanillaware and basically Studio Ghibli are among like my favorite kind of art styles ever, right? It's just beautiful game to look at, and a lot of great characters. Again, can't really say too much in my personal experience, but I know so many people love this game, and that's something I forgot to talk about too, is a lot of these games aren't just PS5, right? They're on Xbox, Switch, PC, like sometimes all of them, right? So you don't have to get a PS5 one, but I want to talk about Overlord, or Unicorn Overlord, because it's just one of those games that I feel, didn't really get a whole lot of recognition, and I know so many people love this game. And then the next one, which I put in about 10 hours or so and just put it aside for now because I want to finish it in December, and the parts I played is a phenomenal game, but I think this is a great game to play like just during those winter nights and everything, a lot of snow, and just cozying up with a blanket and everything, and it's Visions of Mana. Like, beautiful, beautiful game. Best stories, really, because Mana games usually have pretty subpar kind of stories. It's always revolving around the mana tree and the sword of mana, right? But this one, it's just love the characters, love the world. It's beautiful. There's a lot of emotional scenes already in the game, right? And it's just a really great experience, and one that, it does sadden me that the day this game was released, the developers were shut down, right? And it's just such a shame because, it's a really beautiful game, even though I still have to play good bits of it, so I'm not going fully say, because, we all know sometimes endings of games or certain parts could be a bit frustrating, right? Like, you have to kind of play all the way through to get the full thing, but just from what I played, it is a remarkable game, and it's just going to be fun to play this during, the Christmas holiday kind of season and breaks and everything like that. And then the last one is a recent one that came out in November, and one that, didn't play too much yet, but the parts I played is really fun and everything, and I want to include it because other people might enjoy this too and would probably go pretty under the radar. It's Farmagia. So from, art from Hiro Mashima, so creator of Fairy Tail, Eden Zero, and Rave Masters, to name a few, and it's so when this game was announced, it looked like it was going to be like this farming sim with some Pikmin-like elements, but it's not like that at all, because the farming elements are very minimal for this, so anyone who's a fan of farming sims may be disappointed by that, because for farming it's pretty much just you farm to create monsters. That's pretty much it. You're not really building a whole lot of crops or anything like that, and then the monsters you kind of build you use to fight in these kind of dungeons, right? These sort of Diablo like dungeons and everything, and combat's very just fun, you know. I'm not sure how much it evolves over time, but and overall I'm not sure like how great this game is going to be, but the bits I played, like, I think this is a great foundation for a game. It's has great materials built in, it has an interesting story, and yeah, I think people may want to check this out, because I'm not sure too many people know about Farmagia, and yeah, it's probably the only one that I would say is a bit more obscure for this week, but yeah, I wanted to include it just if people want to check this game out too. And so, that's my 5 JRPGs of 2024 that I feel are quite underrated that I wanted to include for this week of obscurely underrated games, so I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below what 2024 games you feel are highly underrated. Doesn't have to be a JRPG. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And like I said, these games are all available on other consoles. Maybe not all the ones, but there there's options out there of like Xbox or Switch or PC for a good number of these, right? So yeah, look out for that, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time for more obscurely underrated games videos, along with other videos I do on my channel. Thanks everyone, have a great rest of your day, and have a great holiday Christmas season. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to see more. Hit the notification bell to be notified of any upcoming videos. Also, follow me on Twitter at TotalLevelYT, along with Twitch, also at TotalLevelYT. Or maybe you only stayed for any skits I put in my video. In that case, please stay anyways. I'm so lonely. Alright, take care and have a great rest of your day, everyone.